Okay, I'm gonna start out by saying that this is mostly, I guess, geared for a girl to listen to. It's gonna be a guided visualization relaxation video, and it's only really for a girl because I was watching Beauty and the Beast and wrote this for this recording as I was watching. And Belle's a girl, and so she's female. And if we like this, and I think it's gonna be a 3-part series, then I'll also do one for guys. I don't have a problem with that. And I can do ones that are ambiguous, that go either way. So anyway, and if you're a guy and you want to live the life of a woman, that or through a dream, that's good too. I'm all for that. Anyway, so if you're listening, I would like you to find somewhere comfortable to sit or lay down where you can relax undisturbed. I would like you to take deep breaths, maybe a yawn if you can manage, and close your eyes. And then when you open your eyes, you will be in your dream place. You won't literally physically open your eyes here, but in your Beauty and the Beast world. And so you open your eyes there and you realize that you are in fact in a bed. Even if you were seated before, you are in a bed now. And you have a soft comforter around you. Despite having your comforter, you see that it is a summer day, and that the sun is a hot, white light looming above your rustic home. You rise and slip into your worn and soft country clothing. The material is not the highest quality, not the finest silks, but it smells like sweet grass and the lavender from your drawer. You tie your hair with ribbon and walk to your wash bowl. The water is clear and cool as you clean your face. Refreshed, you are ready to start your sweet and slow summer day. Soft leather shoes sit neatly beside your bed, and you put them on before opening your bedroom door. Your house is small, but as they say, cozy. The sun is pouring in from an open window, and a soft breeze is drifting through it. Birds are chirping and chatting with one another, and you hear a cow bellow somewhere in the distance. Smiling, you tie an apron around your waist and set to making bread for the day. Your father is already working on his invention and probably hasn't taken time to eat. Rolling and kneading their risen dough feels warm and relaxing. Baking always gives you time to think, and you enjoy that almost as much as you enjoy reading your books. In fact, what you think about now is a story from your favorite book. You've already read it twice, but it's about far-off places, daring sword fights, magic spells, and a prince in disguise. Such excitement and romance. You sigh and put your bread in the oven. The fire below was lit earlier, presumably by your father, in an effort to help you. You both help each other whenever you can, since it's just the two of you. You're quite the pair of misfits, both of you. The town doesn't know what to make of an inventor like him, and they definitely gossip enough about you and your thinking. You read far too much, apparently, and should be more concerned with marriage. You pick up your book to read while the bread bakes, pulling your knees up as you sit comfortably in your father's chair. It's not fancy, but soft and worn, and quite easily his most prized piece of furniture in the home. The book isn't your favorite, but it suffices. Soon the smell of bread wafts around you, and you breathe it in deeply. Glorious. You bake it every day, but never tire of that wonderful smell. Once finished, you slide the bread out of the oven. Its crust is golden and toasty, and you wait only a few minutes before slicing a piece for yourself. You spread butter across the thick slice and take a bite as you look for your basket. The crust gives a satisfying crunch, but the inside is warm and soft while slightly chewy. You find your basket and shawl and depart for town. The village is over a small hill, and you pass a flock of grazing sheep before arriving. You smile pleasantly at any passerby, sometimes saying bonjour. You're walking to the bookshop and pass the bakery, butcher, and several other establishments before you reach the familiar storefront with the word livre painted in large letters on a hand-crafted wooden sign. The shopkeeper is an ancient, kind-hearted old man with a wall of books to be borrowed or bought. You catch a glimpse of your favorite book on the shelf. Its dark blue binding is peeking out slightly further than its comrades, and you just cannot help yourself. Before you know it, you're there in front of the book with your fingertips reaching to take it down. That one again, the elderly shopkeeper jokes softly. You smile and explain how it's your favorite, and the old man chuckles. Keep it then, he says, patting your arm. It's yours. You protest politely, but he shakes his head, smiling. I insist. You walk back into the sunlight, beaming. There is nothing that makes you happier than owning a new book, and you can't wait to get home to start reading. Instead, you take a leisurely pace and start to read as you walk. People can talk, you don't care. You have your book, and you know what they think doesn't really matter. Despite your desire to do nothing but read, you're stopped at the edge of town by a towering man and his smaller, pudgier comrade. The larger fellow would be irresistibly handsome if it wasn't for that condescending grin and flash of vanity in his eyes. What a waste of a pretty face, you think, and wait to hear what he wants. He laughs, and even his voice is attractive. What a waste. Gaston, you say, hoping he gets to the point. As was expected, he chastises you about your reading, and his short friend laughs as if every word from the hunter's lips are hilarious. They're not, but you don't really care. If you weren't the kind of person you are, you'd think the stout little man a fool. It's a good thing you're so kind. As you approach your sweet little house, you see your father hitching up the horse in front. You stroke Philippe's face as your father loads his invention into a cart. He's a jolly man and is humming a happy little tune. You know he's excited. I'm off to the fair, he announces as he wraps you in a hug. Then he climbs up into his cart before turning to you. Take care while I'm gone. He smiles and winks, and you wish him the best of luck. You'll win first prize at the fair tomorrow, you shout as the little wagon starts away. You feed the chickens and Gertie, your sweet little goat, before finally settling down to read your book. It's a beautiful afternoon, so you take the book outside and stretch out on the grass. You open the book and breathe in the smell of ink, paper, and binding. You begin to read, and the heroine is just about to meet Prince Charming. Of course, she won't realize that it's him until chapter 3.